Hello, my name is Herschel Gelman. I'm a violinist and I'm also a teacher, and I would like to tell you about violin as an instrument and about the way I teach how to play. This is a violin. It was developed in early 17th century. Before 17th century were various types of instruments that look similar. They had different amount of strings. They have from 4 to 5 to 6 strings. But violin was developed in Italy and it did not change since. It consists of the scroll, which is right here. Then there is a pegs that tune the strings. There are 4 strings. The thinnest one is E, then A, D, and lowest is G. This black is a fingerboard, and at the beginning of fingerboard we have a little bit piece called the nut. It's slightly higher than the fingerboard. The main part of the violin is the sound box, which is this wooden part. It's 2 types of wood usually used for this: maple and spruce. Inside violin we have a sound post that transmits the sound, that transmits vibration through the bridge. Through the sound post, this top and bottom violin vibrate, and the sound comes from these F holes. Here you have a chin rest that helps you to hold the violin. You have a tailpiece where strings are secured. Bow also has a wooden part that made of a wood called Fernambuk. This little piece called frog, and this is a screw that tighten the bow. Oftentimes I'm asked, what is this white thing? So let me show to you what it is. I'm tightening the bow, and this white thing is nothing else but the horse hair from the tail. So what happened is, when the tail gets long enough, this hair is cut and used for this purpose, to put it in a bowl. To have a good sound, you also have to have a rosin. You rosin the bowl, and rosin is like a solid but very soft residue from the tree, which gives you a much better traction when you play. How do you play? You play by putting your fingers on a string. As I said, the string vibrates when you play. Right now, as you can see, entire string vibrates from the bridge towards the nut. And when you put your fingers, you basically shorten the string. So now, not the whole string vibrates, but the only portion of it from the bridge to the fingers. The higher the notes are, is because the string is getting shorter and shorter. So the pitch of the note, the pitch is how high or low the note is, depend on the length of the string that vibrates. The shorter the string, the higher the pitch. I want you to realize that the violin and the bow, it's like 2 separate instruments. On a piano, basically, both hands have the same technique, so the same type of motion. Not so on a violin. When your left hand, basically, you just your fingers going up and down the fingerboard. But with a bow, your fingers are actually doing less work. Main work done by your elbow, by your shoulder, wrist, and it's just a different type of technique. And let me tell you, it's a lot harder to play well with a bow than to play well with the left hand. So the skill is to put both hands together, and the good violinist has to have a very good coordination. I prefer to teach separately on each instrument. So what I do is I teach person I ask a student to put the violin on the shoulder, lift the hand, and feel the movement right here. In other words, the most effective movement is in this part of hand. Sometimes the student made a mistake and make fingers go up and down this way. And I'm trying to explain them that they should watch. Make sure this back part of the finger from here to here to here to here goes back and in, back and in. They just have to feel and that movement. Usually I start teaching them with a pencil. I pick up a round pencil, not sharpened, and because a pencil is very similar to the bow. As you can see, bow is a lot heavier, so it's harder to learn. So my students, please make your hand very relaxed and take the pencil. You don't need to squeeze your fingers, you don't need to stretch your fingers. You just need to be as flexible and as relaxed as possible. Put all your fingers there and put pinky, little finger on the tip. The thumb must be curved, slightly curved, and put for a balance approximately between these two fingers for the balance. Thumb is the most important finger because if anything wrong with one of the top fingers, there are three others to help. But there is only one thumb underneath. If thumb is doing something improper, there is no other finger can come to its rescue. So it's very important position of the thumb. The most important part for the beginners is to keep everything relaxed and flexible. Then the sound will be good. Students should put the bow between bridge and the end of the fingerboard. Right here, exactly in the middle, is where the best sound is. And they have to go straight down and straight up with the bow. If they come too close to the bridge, the sound becomes worse. If they don't go straight up and down, slightly sideways, sound also will suffer. Let me demonstrate this. Now is the best sound. Nice and pleasant. But look what happened when I come close to the close to the bridge. Or here. As you can see, sound become kind of sandy and scratchy. The same thing happens if you are not going, even if you're in the right spot, but don't go straight up and down, but slightly sideways, like this. Sound also will suffer. So all these things takes time, student to teach. So what I also do, first, as I said, I teach them on a pencil. So I teach them to have a good grip with a pencil, and then, because pencil is light, just do this motion: go up, go down, go up, go down. When it's a little bit established, then I take the bow, and first I told them, students, you should be playing in the middle part of the bow, right here. That's the most convenient part. When you feel comfortable, you slightly enlarge the bow, and then enlarge more and more and more, and very soon we'll be playing with a full bow. Let me show it to you. So at first, students, please play in the middle part. From here, like this, go down, stop. Go up, stop. Down, stop, stop. After you feel comfortable, you can add inch from this side. So now you use slightly wider bow. Feel comfortable. Again, in another week, you add another inch from both sides. And as I said, pretty soon, if you do a good job, you'll be able to play with a full bow with no problem, no difficulties. And I hope you love the sound of the violin as much as I do, and you will send your boys to study this beautiful instrument, and they will be playing within a very short amount of time, and you will enjoy how they play. Thank you.